Tommy Carping. Real fishing for real people.
Hiya, welcome to the video. And today I've ordered some of these, some Gemini stems and leads. Gemini stem kit and some Gemini leads. I like to use a heavy lead. It's a 3.5 ounce, but they're quite small, 3.5 ounce. But yeah, I've been hearing good things about this Gemini stem kit with the tubing and that. We're going to give it a go and see how we get on with it. Is opening the kit up, which contains 2 meters of tungsten tubing. As you'd see, we're going to set 2 rods up on this, 1 meter of tubing on each rod. Some adapters or anti-tangle sleeves, as we know, basically. Some wire for pulling your knot through tubing, and 5 stems. Stems are made of 45 pound fluorocarbon. And yeah, I've heard good things about these and I'm excited about using them. The first thing we've got to do is, as you've seen me do a lot of times, is knock and rig up. And fast forward this bit if you want, but you know I like to use a variation of the German rig in my fishing. So I'm doing my knotless knot. Always do, well, usually do 7 wraps round. Pull it nice and tight. Give it wet. So I can put the kicker on. A valuable tip someone gave me this is, and it served me well to be fair since I've been doing it. My catch rate's gone up with the bags. Is if you're using a PVA bag, soft braid, whack a kicker on, because it makes the turning of the hook turning way more aggressive. Look, boom. Yeah. And then nice and simple. Let's measure the rig and tie a figure of 8 loop in it. So make sure your loop is big enough to get the rig back through. Like so. So how long is that? About 7.5 centimetres, so about 3 inch. I do always have my tape measure next to me to check. So look, yeah, about 3.5 inch. Get my pullers, wet my knots. Get a nice hard pull, just to ensure everything is nice and cushiony. And then a little test in my hand. There we go. Now to put my gubbins on the hook. Just turn that around and do like that the other way. Yep, so to put on the hook, got this one, we're using a bait screw. And then a little hook bead. remember this tip. I've done it a lot of times when I've been fishing. Put this on your rig onto your swivel before you put your bait on, or you probably won't fit it through the loop. To be fair, I've tied a big loop today, so I might do, but it's not a mistake you want to be making. And just pass the knot through and make sure the knot passes through the loop. So you can pull it nice and tight like so. Now, upbait time. If you hadn't seen my video, my last one, I'm using Norman Specials, which I've just reviewed. We're giving them a little test out on the bag. They smell fantastic. Just going to screw that on. Like so. It's looking good. Then I'm just going to burn the tags, put the lead on, and make a bag. I do like these leads, these Gemini leads. Very nice feel as well. So yeah, we're just going to pop the lead on. On the stem, all nice. Oh, sat on there. Sweet. Like so. Now we've got to do is make a bag. I've been using these. I do like these ESP Bol bags. I do really like them. So my technique, I'm a bit crude. You've seen in my last, if you watch the vlogs, when I caught that 38 pounder and that, I'm very crude with my fishing. Let's whack a bit in. We're using that monster shrimp we tested with some Advanta micro pellets. These are very flexible, these stems, I like them. I'm just going to whack this in. Bait in the corner. Like so. Hold that. Just start filling the bag up a bit. And then, look, filled it up a little bit. Get that so it covers the lead now. You know what, now we'll pull that up a bit more, put a little bit bigger bag on. To say there. And all we do then, shake the bag, compact it down a bit. I want to chop it off at the top like so. Twist. Now what that needs to be compacted down a bit more. Let's give it a little shake, a little smudge. And then wrap it up PVA tape. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, sweet. Tie some overhand knots, you know what they say. If you can't tie knots, tie lots. That's what they used to say in the Navy. I was in there. Let's get rid of this. A lot of the time I don't bother if I'm setting up on the bag, but we're here in the house, well, in the garage, and we ain't really in a rush. Got that off. Next, baiting needle. Put some holes in. I've learned to put holes right in the bottom of the bag as well. I put 8 holes in the bottom of this bag. And then 12 holes in the bag. Then corners, compress it all down, lick, stick. Next one, lick, stick. And then there you have it, a bag ready to go. We are going to be using some liquid with these. We're going to be using some flat spot fruity because we've used all the fish one we got sent it by Parker Baits. So I'll try that out, and yeah, now I'll meet you on the bank and I'll show you how the stem attaches to the rod. Right, so on the bank now, got the tubing that comes with the stems. So we're going to put that on the line. I'm not going to make you watch me feed tubing, so I'll restart the video when it's done. Yeah, so we've tied that on. I've put the little bit and the stem together. Now I'm going to get a bag. But on the knot, it like green and knotted it on, man. But then you lose your quick change, don't you? I thought the idea of that tubing and that was that it'd go over. No, I mean, I could have just used normal tubing and a sleeve and put it over the end of a normal stem, couldn't I? No, rather than buying a kit like. Yeah, they are good, they're flexible, the stems. Good stems, but I thought it was going to be something a bit more innovative, like a, don't know, a bit of wider tungsten tubing or something. That would go over the figure of 8 loop knot. But evidently not. Good stems, but nothing spectacular, nothing groundbreaking. For this second one, I'm going to do it an alternative way. Watching Gemini video I've just made. They're not. They're good. But I think the sleeve's a bit small to get over your knots. So you use a tungsten tubing I've got on a normal sleeve. Oh, I mean. I thought there was going to be a difference, like it was going to be bigger, or but these sleeves are way bigger and they can get over a grin or not. go. Use a normal sleeve. See how the Gemini stems, they're good, yeah? Nice fluorocarbon stem and that. But, I don't know man, I was hoping for something that'd get it over the loop to loop, do you know what I mean? Rather than just grenaditing it on. So that they'd get over the figure of 8 knots. But I'm going to get some wider tubing. Try it like that. Alright. Yeah man, but there's a little insight. Thanks for watching and see you in the next one.